What's up, YouTube? I'm Johnny Phantom, and I'm here to talk about all things fandom, such as Star Wars, Harry Potter, Pokemon, Disney, whatever you name it. So, I don't normally do this, but I did this in the last video. So, I'm going to open up TCG packs. And not just any TCG packs. These are Pokemon 151 Anniversary Scarlet and Violet packs. I had to open up these because the original 151 Pokemon is like what I grew up with. I remember when the Game Boy games first came out for the black and white Game Boy Pockets, the red and blue version, the original 151, and you couldn't catch all 151 because Mew was like elusive until you found out about the glitch where you could go through the game. You have to like wait till you get to Route 9, but there's a certain guy that you couldn't fight all the way back in Cerulean City. You have to skip him. Once you get to Route 9 and you have Fly, you have to walk out of the building before the guy sees you, pause it, fly, and this creates a glitch. You fly back to Cerulean City, fight the certain person that has a Slowpoke. Once you defeat the Slowpoke, you fly back to Route 9, and as soon as you walk down Route 9, a Mew appears. It was this crazy glitch because Slowpoke and Mew have a similar code or something like that. So, finally, we were to catch Mew with this glitch. And then the cards came out. And I remember being in the parking lot of the mall, watching the fireworks, and the Pokemon cards just came out, and I bought the Mewtwo deck, which was like awesome. Mewtwo, awesome card. I remember going to the card shop every week, buying packs, playing in tournaments, trading with friends. It was just fantastic. So Pokemon holds a very close relationship to my heart. And the fact that they re-released 151, which is this set is just the original 151 Pokemon. How could I say no? So let's get into it and open it up.
Welcome to Nerd Revolution. We dive into everything from chill builders to sweaty shooters, and we keep it fun the whole way. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. If you're into that, hit subscribe and join the revolution. Let's level up together.
So before we open up, I'm going to take a look at some of these cards. Obviously, like I said, it's the original 151. The artwork on these is fantastic. And gotta love Charmander. I always picked Charmander as a kid. In the Game Boy games, I had a Charmander, like in my deck all the time with the Charizard. Gotta love Charizard. If you're a fan of visual anime, Charizard and Ash, good duo. But some of these artwork cards are just fantastic. And with the birds, stuff like that. And the Mewtwo artwork is just phenomenal. And then I hope I get the Mew. The elusive Mew without doing a glitch, obviously. So we got a Growlithe, Geodude, Jigglypuff, Staryu, Nidoran, Golduck. This is bringing back so many memories. Pinsir, because there's like 800 some Pokemon now, and I can't keep track. Vulpix, Magaton. A Ditto. And then Basic Energy. Cool cards, but obviously another ones I really wanted. I want a Charmander, Charizard, Mewtwo, Mew. Is that so hard to ask for? Of course, you write down the pack. Probably one of the hardest cards to get. Tentacle. What did that? Squirtle. Venonat. Cloyster. And first trainer card I got, Grabber. Kingler. Caterpie, who evolves into a Metapod. It's kind of funny. Back to back. And not bad. This was a good card back in the day, and in the Game Boy game, if you caught these two fossils, you can either get Caputo, or what was the other one? Omnistar, whatever it was. And then Kabuto evolves into Kabutops. And I always liked Kabutops. I always try to pick that one. So that's pretty cool. The artwork on that's pretty awesome. And then Basic Energy. Good. Drowsy. And the number one of Pokemon. Number one of Pokedex. Bulbasaur. Slowpoke. Tentacool. Snorlax. Sandslash. Machamp. Diglett. Not bad, not bad. Nidoking. Gotta love the artwork. And then another Basic Energy. So unfortunately, I didn't get the Mew card I wanted. If I get a couple more packs, maybe I will buy a couple more. Just try. Who knows? Anyway, if you want me to do more stuff like this, I can once in a while. But more or less, I focus on fandom and theories. So if you have any fandom theories that you would like me to discuss, or like a question like, why does Bulbasaur have a bulb on his back? If you don't know and you want to ask a question, maybe I can answer that stuff for you. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, I don't just do Pokemon. I do Star Wars, One Piece, Disney, whatever you name it. It's a fandom. I love it, and I do it. So hit that button down below. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to check out my merch store down below. Hit that join button where you get content just for you. See you guys next time. But before you go, if you're a One Piece fan, check the video down below where I open One Piece Kingdom of Intrigue packs. Well, hello. What are you doing?